Okay, let's see what you have here. Given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer at index I is equal to the product of all elements of nums except nums at index I. The product of any prefix or suffix of nums is guaranteed to fit in a 32-bit integer. You must write an algorithm that runs in O of n, which is linear time, without using the division operation. We have an example of 1, 2, 3. If you are on index 0, we are going to skip 1, and you're going to multiply 2 times 3, it's 6, 6 times 4 is 24. When you come to index 1, we're going to say 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 4 is 12. When you come to index 2, you're going to say 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8. The same applies to the last index. We're going to skip it and say 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, for us to solve this kind of question, we need to have three things. One is the length of the array, which is nums. Then we need to make sure that you have an array that is going to store the result that you are trying to come up with. So we can call it result, and this result, we are going to initialize it by 1, because any number multiplied by 1 is that number. But now we need to create a space in that array, and the space is going to be as long as the length is. So it's going to be times length. For instance, if we are having a length of 4, the result of this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be the result of that array. Now we are creating it like that. Once we do that, we need now two things: the prefix and postfix. Prefix, we are going to calculate the product of all elements on the left side of the current index, which is going to be prefix, and this prefix you are going to initialize it as 1. Then we're also going to have postfix. We're also going to initialize it as 1. So postfix, we are going to calculate all the products on the right side of the current index. Now let's come here. So on the prefix, we are going to have a loop. Let's say I in range of length. We are going to store the product of all numbers to the left. So result at index I is going to be prefix. Technically, we're just saying the result of index I is going to be 1, a starting point. Now, once we do that, we're now going to update prefix. How do we update it? We're going to have prefix is going to be prefix times the current element at index I in nums. So this one is going to calculate the product on the left side of the current index. Now we go to prefix. We're also going to loop over for I in range length minus 1, because we are starting at the last index, which is supposed to be index 3. Let's use this example. Copy it, and you're going to have to paste it here. So of range 0, 1, 2, 3. That is why you're subtracting 1, so that we can have the index. We're starting at index 3, and you're going to go through up to, but not including -1. So technically that is up to 0, and you're going to move backwards. Okay. So while you're doing that, we are going to update the result. So the result at index I is going to be the result times postfix. We are multiplying by product of all numbers to the right side. That is why you are having this here. We update running product by multiplying current numbers. Postfix multiply by the current element index I. Now, after updating our result, we are going to return the result here. Okay, so I'm going to go through this algorithm before we run it so that you can see if we have any problem somewhere. So here we get the length of the input of the array, which is nums. Here we initialize the result array with all ones. For example, when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, we are going to have the result of 1, 2, 3. So you're going to have this result. So because you're initializing a result with 1 and you're multiplying it by the length of the array, which the length is 4. So this is what you're going to get. Okay, then we create a prefix. So prefix is going to be the left side of the current index. We are going to calculate the product on that side. We are running the product of numbers to the left, okay, by looping. Now here we store product of all numbers to the left. We are storing the product of all numbers to the left. Then we update running products by multiplying current numbers. That is correct. So on the post which is the right side of the current index, we're also going to do the same thing. But now the trick is we are going to start from the last index in that array, which is index 3. So index 3, it's going to go down up to, but not including index -1, which is index 0, which technically this is index 0. And you're going to go backwards. That is why we are having a -1. So this is the last index. We are going back up to 0 and you're going -1 backwards. So after that, we are multiplying the product of all numbers to the right. Then we are updating running product by multiplying current numbers. So after this, we know that our result, it has been fully updated. So let's run this code and see. Yeah, it passes. Let's submit this time and see our efficiency. Good. This is 98.78%. This is so efficient. So this is how we solve this kind of problem. Go through the video again, understand it. If you have any question, leave it on the comment section. I'll be glad to answer it. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope that I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.